Hello, Snug Talk.
No,
hello,
no, no,
hello,
no,
hello.
no.
I'm not cutting this video at all. I'm not cutting this
yet.
video in the slightest.
Not
This is
yet.
a perfect.
What-
This is a perfect
Not
intro.
yet.
Whatever happens,
Because I'm
happens.
not ready
Oh,
yet.
it's just
Whatever.
It's like, what's gonna
Get
be
my
the
hair
background
done.
footage? Is it literally just
It's
you
just
and
me.
busting?
It's just me
That's
flying
true.
in the end.
I'm
Like,
flying.
Give us some
Oh my
context. Give us some context.
hello, yeah, guys. Hello, welcome to Snug Talk. This is the first ever group Snug Talk. We're doing Blazing Caves and shit, and I don't know.
Long time listener, first time caller.
For all the listeners at home, Slong has Ethan Sada alive. So,
Okay, well that's
he's
not
here
true.
right now.
So
Okay, I know we're doing Snug Talk, but has anybody seen this desert village just in the middle of the
I
ocean?
dude, that Desert Village is so cool.
What the
No one's
fuck?
gonna
Yeah,
know what we're
he
talking about. No one's gonna know what we're
screenshotted that.
talking about. No
Oh
one's
my
gonna.
god, I found that and then
Just
he
put an
screenshot it and
image
he was
of
like,
it.
No, I don't want
Desert
to. I don't want to
Village.
put an image. That's too much work.
Dude, just put like a picture of Dubai or something.
I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll do that.
That's not too much work.
No, that's a
Then they'll
perfectly.
get, they'll get the reference.
That's a perfectly normal amount of work to do.
Is this a Dubai reference?
Yo, Snug, what trips have you been in? Speaking of Dubai, this is our Snug
Trips.
talk. Okay. Yeah.
I had the opportunity to drive to Cali, but I live in the opposite side of the country, so I said no. Because I would only do that if I like took a
Sounds like a very
plane.
exciting life.
No, that's
Oh,
that's
so exciting.
But I mean, I went hiking in Illinois. That was cool.
Wow.
Went to
That's so cool.
I went
for homeowners.
I
You're
went
so
to
cool, Snug.
oh my god, what's it called? The Garden of the Gods. Garden
Supermodel.
of the Gods, Illinois. Super
Garden of the
cool
Gods.
place.
Dude, that sounds sick, actually.
It's actually really cool. But I got way too. I'm too out of shape for my liking. So I did like I did like an hour of walking and I felt like I couldn't walk. So, although
That was
dude,
your
that
gym
trail was like treacherous. Okay,
Next trail you go on, you could just like carry a beaver the whole way through.
I
and,
could
like,
do
that's, like,
that.
your
Why a
workout.
beaver?
I don't know, they're
It's
pretty
actually
fucking
not a
heavy,
bad
I assume.
idea.
Beavers are pretty cool, but you know what's cooler? Platypuses. They're pretty
That's
cool.
Oh my
True.
god.
Oh, like Perry?
You know what's cooler?
Harry the
Snug
Platypus
SMP
Brother?
happening
No,
tomorrow.
it's not happening.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Dude, you
Snug
can't
SMP.
say that
No,
no because now that's gonna be like now that's actually like fully
No,
dropped
that's
in a
in the
video.
video.
That's just fully in a video
Yo,
now.
Snug, how long are you making this Snug talk? Are we like, is this like a 2-hour thing?
I'll do
Like,
10 to 30
Snug
minutes.
Talk the podcast.
Whenever I feel like
And
ending it,
we're doing
really.
29
this is the
billion hours.
podcast.
This is basically.
No,
Wait,
no,
Sarah,
Patrick,
look,
look, it's an
there's
iron
sugar-
sword.
Oh my god, this is like the Loungecast,
sugar
actually.
Sugarcane, I
Eat it
think we need
This
this.
is literally just
I think we need sugar.
podcast.
I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you, Patrick. My
It-
Majesty.
it's
Put
many-
a picture of the sugarcane farm.
I'm
on
not
social
editing.
media.
I'm not editing this. I'm uploading. I'm gonna
Yes,
put it in
you
the
are.
editor. I'm gonna cut the start and beginning, and I'm gonna post it.
No, editor, edit right
There will
now.
be no editor. I am the editor. I'm not editing.
Lazy.
I'm not lazy. It's just I don't want to do it.
Lazy.
What is this?
It's different.
What is this production quality?
Yeah, we got a $10 million budget for
Oh my
this
god,
song,
Desert
so
Temple! I feel like I'm
he's-
Pinebird. I'm Pinebird.
he's
Oh my
toxic
I
with
just
goodness.
got
deserting it.
subspace bubble.
There's a creeper. Oh my goodness.
Fuck! It's looted.
Oh.
Oh my goodness, bro.
What's another topic? What about you, Sada? What trips have you gone on recently?
Honestly, to be honest, a whole lot of nothing.
Okay.
You should be
Your
asking
life.
Andrew
Well,
this.
no,
You
no, no.
should be
We'll
asking Andrew
go
this.
opposite
I
of
don't wanna
tablets.
talk
Start
about
with
those
me, then Sada. Now we're going to Slime. Slime, give me some recent trips you've gone on.
Recent trips, I just went to Universal with my dad while I was sick.
Wow.
Oh, wait, did you, was it about, like, the story that you talked about when you were, like, dying in the airport?
Yes.
Oh.
Tell it.
Now.
I honestly like
Well,
barely
we don't
remember
care,
what
just
happened.
tell it
So, oh yeah, I remember. Wait, so we went to like this baseball game. We went to like Fenway
yeah, yeah.
Park, and it was fucking miserable. There were like these like college kids like screaming like slurs and shit behind me.
Ooh.
And
fun.
like digging their knees into my back, and I was like, bro, I'm like sniffling. This is like dreadful. I don't even like baseball. and
That's the
I
worst
went-
part.
and so I went home. I don't even know what the end result of the game was. The only reason why I went was because my sister she won the national championship for like field hockey team. And so she like her
Nice.
like coach got to like throw like the first pitch or whatever the fuck. And so like after that we all like had group dinner, like fun and all, like but then we get back and it's 9 p.m. and I have to wake up at like 1 a.m. to like catch this flight. And so like for the preceding day, I just get on the flight to go to Florida, and that was supposed to be our first day of Universal, and it was literally like I was like the combination of being sick and being sleep deprived, like I couldn't do anything. So I spent like the first like day in bed, and then what made it worse was like he woke me up in like the middle of the day and was like, "Yo, we gotta change hotels. There's no hot water here." So so we had to. They gave us a different hotel. They gave us like a full like different hotel. They covered our expenses, our extra expenses for getting a different hotel and everything. And then we like spent like the next 2 hours checking into a new hotel with like full actually had like decent water, and then like I just slept for the rest of the day. And then it started to get fun afterwards when I started to become less sick, less
Oh,
sleep
yeah.
deprived, and more hot watered. I guess.
More hot water.
If it
Yeah,
makes you
more
feel
hot
better,
water.
I went to Universal a year ago and I had a great time.
Wow.
No, I had a great
I
time.
also
I went to Universal and I had the
a
best
little over a year
time.
ago, and I had a great time.
I think I saw
went
you,
to
Solar.
Universal a
I
month
think-
ago. I went to
Dude,
Universal a month ago.
Dude, maybe. Wait, I don't remember when I went.
So I
Whoa!
think I saw you there. Oh, hyper
Advancement! Oh my
Guys,
gosh.
200 kilometers. What the fuck?
Oh my
That's-
sniper
It's his,
duel.
it's his second one! What is he
Fucking
doing?
what?
You logged
His
on like
first
10
one's
minutes
CD
ago.
placed.
What are you
His
doing?
first one's
From
Yeah.
CD played sniper duel.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
Dude, he's been
telling
putting
you,
work.
I
You
noticed.
get bullseye.
I noticed the one thing that was like super easy that we hadn't done yet, and I was like, yes, I need to do that.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, hey, we got it done now.
And I also put myself next to the weaponry one.
Oh my
so
god, get bullseye.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Speaking of
Wait,
sniper
wait,
duel,
where are you,
Patrick,
like-
what was your most recent trip?
Speaking of sniper duel,
We'll get better at these, bro.
Dude,
Oh,
no,
Patrick,
you
by
need
the
to
way,
get
do
better at
not
your
stand by your
transitions.
window.
Don't
not
do
stand
this,
by your
bro.
window anymore.
my most recent trip was to work today.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Let's
We're
go.
talking like abroad, bro. Like get on a plane and like go.
Well, I didn't get on that plane, but I went to Florida, I guess.
Oh.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Like,
You
Why is
live-
everyone going to Florida?
I
bro?
don't know how recently.
That's
it
like
was,
the
but it was-
vacation spot.
It's the way life
But
should
Florida
be, bro.
cannot be that good.
You think vacation, you think Florida.
Right.
That's true.
They literally have everything there. They
They
have
have-
the biggest McDonald's in the world there. I went there.
Do they actually?
Dude,
They
Florida
do.
would have that shit, bro.
Yo,
Dude,
Luminar's
Florida
Look
would
at
have
Wait,
images.
that
They have
shit.
like a big like blow up.
Have you
globe,
guys-
like Ronald McDonald?
Have you guys
This
heard of
is
that
like a
like?
pizza
surprising
there.
Florida fact.
Have you guys heard of that blue McDonald's? I want to go there so bad.
Yes.
That sounds awful.
Yeah.
Like have
does
you heard of
sound
Talkies?
terrible.
It's the blue arches.
Oh, okay. I thought
What does
it
that
was
mean?
like a Talkies thing where it'd be like, oh,
No,
you get like
no.
red Talkies,
All the
you have
food
like
is
normal
blue.
Talkies, and then you have blue Talkies.
All the food is fucking blue.
Speaking of Florida, Mr. Liminar, what was your most?
I do not
We're just
regret
skipping over
Florida.
solar. We're just.
What the fuck?
Well, I feel like that's a great segue because
Solar's
my man does.
favorite
My man.
Floridian.
True.
I hate Florida.
To be fair, actually,
Uh,
Liminar is the only one not in the USA, so this will be an interesting
Yeah.
answer. Go ahead.
I've actually never flown abroad before,
Oh my
so I
God,
don't have
you
any.
guys-
I don't
Oh
have
my
anything.
Well, I mean,
God.
just like
boring,
out of
that's
town.
like-
Out of
Lame.
town.
Like I have gone to like I live down in the south, so we have a lot of good like seaside towns here. So I went to Leamington for a good bit. Very nice seaside town down by the Isle of Wight, and it was nice. It was nice.
I love Isle of
Pretty
Wight. Haven't
fucking
been there.
windy,
But a cool
but-
place.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice.
Freak yeah. Dude, it's
To be
weird to
fair,
hear you
there's no
say
wind.
that because I remember you sent me like a picture of
Yeah.
like just the area where you lived and it looked like a Windows background. Like it was so like
It looks like fucking AI generated. You're just not a fucking real person, bro.
Mystical.
it's like he was complaining about I don't know, you were complaining about something, then you sent me like the picture of like the most beautiful like landscape I've
Well,
ever
hold
seen.
on,
I'm like,
let me
what
go-
are
let
you
me-
talking
let me go find
about?
it. Let me go find it. Hold on. Let me see what's.
Oh, yeah, lives in such a beautiful area, and then Snug, press tab. Look at how many fucking, look at how many advancements this guy has.
Okay, shut up.
He does have a
That's
lot.
the rest, He just doesn't go outside. He just.
And also, don't tell them what time it is for me right now. Please don't.
It's so
Guys,
early in the morning.
Hello,
and
Snug
it-
Talk listeners. It's 4 a.m. for Liminar, by the way.
What time is it BST? Yeah, it's almost 4 in the morning.
Angelo,
It
can
is
you pull my pearl?
3:57 a.m.
Oh, and
Bro.
Yeah, Paul.
Okay.
All right, Solar.
oh, hey, man. What's
It's
up?
your most recent trip, buddy.
Dude,
Buckaroo.
actually, I really don't know which one was the most
Like,
recent.
Okay, well,
Okay,
name like
but
one.
I think
just name one, or the most interesting.
I'll do the. Oh. Okay, there.
This is going
Okay,
on
so I
Snug
went
Talk.
to one of my. I went to.
Never
I think it was
played
my
that
spring break year. Spring break in like my junior year of high school, or maybe senior year. I think it was senior year. That's not the most recent, but it was a good story. I
Alright.
went to New Mexico and like hiked a bunch of mountains with 2 of my friends.
Did you get lost?
And no,
Let him
but
know
I
Become
the
climbed
dangerous.
over.
story.
Become like.
We made it to.
Completely
We made it
dangerous.
to. There was this one trail where we like ended up in a canyon at some point, and I climbed up like the wall for a bit, and then I looked down and realized I was like at the height where like if you fall, you kind of like break a little bone or something. So I was like, maybe go back down. So I went back down, and then we were driving to like another spot at one point. I think we were going to see the biggest pistachio in the world
Fucking
at
what?
Pistachio
This is the
Land.
most Texan thing I've
Pistachio
No, dude, it was
Land?
New
It's New
Mexico,
Mexico.
bro.
It's New
I
Mexico.
was in New Mexico.
That's crazy.
It's the
But I went
most
to go see the biggest
Mexican thing ever.
pistachio, and one of my friends was driving, and the guy who owns the car was in the passenger seat, and we got pulled over because my friend who was driving went 60 in like a small mountain town where the speed limit was 40,
Oh my.
and he was like, the officer came up and was like, is this your car? And he was like, yeah, this is my uncle's car. He gave it to me. He lied to the cop, and then the guy was like, okay, I'm gonna go check everything. And then he went to go check, and like as he's sitting there, me and my other friend are a little nervous, a little freaked out. Our friend who was driving is just like, man, isn't this place just beautiful? He's just fucking like looking around, like taking pictures of the scenery, and we're both just like, shut the fuck up. Then we made it to the big pistachio, and I really didn't. Honestly, I didn't want to go. They convinced me, and we're like, yeah, it's like 2 hours in the right direction, and we got there. They let me get my pistachio ice cream because they make good ice cream there. And then they were like, yeah, we just went 2 hours in the opposite direction of going home, and I was so mad. I was so fucking mad.
The worst part about that story is that you didn't want to go to the big pistachio. Like, hello.
Dude, it'd been 4 days of like hiking and sleeping in a tent. I was like, okay, well, I'm kind of done with this. I want to go home.
4 days of hiking,
was
and then
pretty
you
cool.
hear, want to go to the big pistachio?
Dude, I was so against the big pistachio. I was like,
I would be mad. I would
yelling,
be mad. I
bro.
can't lie.
They said, yeah, it's in. No, it's in the right. No, I actually, you know what? I looked at the map wrong, and I convinced myself it was in the right direction. And then I went, and then I looked at it once we got there, and they told me, and I was like, I'm so fucking bad right now.
I think it's just a big pistachio.
All right,
later.
Anjo.
I think that was my most recent.
Anjo, it's your time. Tell your story.
I don't want to be boring, but like I also went to Florida like a month
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
Crazy. And I also went to Universal.
Anything cool? Anything cool happened, though?
Yes.
Well, my uncle was not head of marketing. He works at Universal.
Oh.
So I just basically what happens? I just go there and he gives free entry to basically everything.
Oh my
all around, so-
gosh.
That is
I
crazy.
could have said hi to
actually.
your
Oh
uncle.
my god, bro. Nepo
Yeah.
vacation.
Well, he takes you like employee. Yeah, actually. It's actually
hook me
so
up on
free.
those,
I mean,
hook me up
nothing
on
really
those.
interesting happened. Just like it's just nice.
That's
It's
sick.
very nice, but
I forgot to mention, by the way, with my actually most. Okay, you're so interested in what I'm about to say. I did a road trip to Chicago with some friends that I'm gonna be going to college with. Like full
Ooh.
road trip, like 6 hours
Ooh.
there, 6 hours back, and then I also had a
I
3
saw the
hour.
video on that.
Yeah.
Actually. Was that like the take a breath?
That was the
video?
take a breath.
Wait,
I
I
was
think I
actually
saw that
you
one.
saw like the big metallic beam.
Yeah, we saw the bean, dude. It was
Oh, no,
awesome.
I missed
The
this
big-
one.
the big
Dude,
beam
I have
was
a under the bean. There's this little like souvenir shop. I bought a hoodie from there. Now I have a Chicago bean hoodie.
under the bean.
Under the bean.
It's that big.
It's
The bean is not that
huge.
big.
It's pretty big.
There's just,
It's a pretty big bean.
How big is the bean?
About
Big
I,
average
I heard it
size.
grows every month, so It only-
Dude,
How did they
dude,
throw it?
the bean used to be the same size as every other bean, and that's the scary thing.
It just used to be metal, and then now it's fucking
Okay.
ginormous.
My recording is approaching. We just hit 15 minutes. I think that's solid for the first episode.
First
Anjo,
episode,
come here.
alright.
Anyone who wants to be in the thumbnail, get your pearl
Oh
pulled.
my god.
Oh,
I'll-
Hank,
oh
Hank,
my
please.
God.
I actually need mine. I'm
I
deep
don't
in
even
the
have a
cave.
pearl there.
I'm deep in a cave.
Oh
Thank you.
What the fuck? I was mining! Oh! Dude, you teleported me. I'm standing on top of diamond ore.
What
I
the
was standing
fuck
on top of
happened to
diamond
you?
ore. You
Wait, hold up.
bastard.
Wait, hold up. Where's the intro? Do it in front of these villagers.
no, outro,
In front, no,
bro.
Gregory. In front of Gregory.
Oh, in front of Gregory. I like that.
In front
Who
of
the
Gregory.
fuck is Gregory?
Gregory the Golem. This is Gregory the
All right, I'm
Golem.
taking a
Pet
screenshot for the
column.
thumbnail. Get in 3,
Wait.
I'm
not
2.
gonna be
one.
there.
Gregory.
Don't worry, I'll Photoshop you in, Slime. I'll put your face in there.
Yes.
That was an option?
Okay. Hey, watch episode 2 when that comes out. I'll probably release this tonight. Bye. Bye.